What's the story, boys? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. What's poppin', man? What's Gucci, bro? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about today, man. Mauricio Pochettino got sacked, bro. Mauricio Pochettino, he's gone, bro. I think this is a huge mistake. I think the Poch man did a phenomenal job, and his team massively underperformed because Harry Kane is underperforming. Dele Alli is absolutely garbage and is not good enough for top five team at all. He's fucking pathetic. And that is why. And obviously, he has the whole problem with Vertonghen not really wanting to be there and all that shit. And I think that's it. It all doesn't help his case, man. It's unfortunate as hell, but he's gone, man. Pochettino got the sack, bro. And it's kind of crazy, bro. But people are saying, you know how these news be always be popping off for some crazy shit. Oh, Mourinho's gonna take over. I know Mourinho wants to come Premier League. London is right, but I don't see him. I don't see him going to Tottenham, bro. But it could happen potentially, just because it is Jose Mourinho, and I think he'll be able to whip them into shape a little bit and buy the correct players to fix Tottenham, because I know people like to act as if Mourinho's a terrible coach, but you gotta understand, if you look at his recent record, it's still fucking phenomenal. Minus the last season of Man United, he won a Europa the year before, Premier League the year before that. Like, you know what I'm saying? This guy is a winning machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy is a winning machine. So he's always doing something great. And or 2 seasons before that, he won the Premier League, but he's always doing something phenomenal, and people keep forgetting that. You know what I'm saying? And I know people have bust downs, players have bust downs with managers, people have bust downs with the motherfucking board, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But I really do think this is a big, mega mistake, you know what I'm saying? I think Pochettino has done a phenomenal job in making Tottenham a very good team, and I think at the end of the day, his tactics were usually correct, but the players like Kane in the key moments just never showed up. You know what I'm saying? Kane does the disappearing act and scores penalties only. Son usually pulls up the socks and performs. Ericsson usually pulls up the socks and perform. Occasionally they don't, admittedly, but for the most part, big games, important games, they do pull up the socks. Kane, again, in the Champions League final, I think he was the worst player on the pitch on both sides by an infinity. You know what I'm saying? He was literally garbage. It was like having a negative person up front. I know he just came back from an injury, but that's why they should not have played him. Lucas Moura being benched was an absolute disgrace after what he did in the semi-finals. Insanity. You know what I'm saying? So in quarterfinals as well, it was just crazy, really, what happened. I think to be fair, he did make some bad decisions when it comes to that, but I think I understand. I feel like any manager, minus maybe a Mourinho, would feel under pressure to play somebody like Kane because, quote, he's the captain, he's this, he's that, you gotta play him. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's the second captain. You gotta play him. You just gotta play him. Otherwise, he'll be unsettled. Blah blah blah. He wants to get on the score sheet in the final. Egos, all that type shit. And I understand he had a difficult job, but really, bro, he should have benched that dude because that dude is fucking garbage. Dele Alli, I do not even know how he's still in a top team, bro. This guy hasn't been good for literally 3 seasons, bro. Since that one season when he was an absolute beast, he's been garbage ever since. It's as if he let all that fucking fame and power get into his head, and he's done the disappearing act since then, bro. I don't even see nothing from this dude, like no qualities at all. He's an average passer, an average dribbler, an average shooter, an average everything. He's a fucking mid-table player. He needs to get out of there, bro. I don't even support Tottenham, but he pisses me off, like, just as an observer, seeing how garbage this guy is whenever he plays, because I do enjoy watching Tottenham. They're one of my favorite teams to watch. You know what I'm saying? But I don't support them like that. But if I'm watching as a neutral, if they're against somebody I don't care about, I usually go for them. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, look at what Chelsea are doing, bro. Look at the players like Jason Mount. They're killing it. Dele Alli is what Jason Mount is what Dele Alli should have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, on the levels of, but he ain't, bro. He just isn't, bro. Hopefully Jason Mount carries this true, and if he doesn't, it looks like his team can carry it true because his team is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Pulisic, man. Woo, beast. You know what I'm saying? Son for Tottenham, beast. You know what I'm saying? Lucas Moura doesn't start. I still don't really get why he doesn't start, because when he plays, beast. You know what I'm saying? Lamella, he should be starting more as well. He's very creative. You know what I'm saying? Way more of a beast than fucking Dele Alli, bro. Dele Alli can't do nothing, bro. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I do not get it. Dele Alli is garbage. He's trash. Like, I could probably play better than him, bro. I can't, but I probably can. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is, bro. I can have this argument and say that, and you can't prove otherwise. You can't do it. Do the maths. 1 + 1 is -1,000. Do it. For real, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. And I can't believe they sacked him. It's not that he left. They fucking sacked him, bro. Wow, that's crazy, bro. Now they are 14th on the table, 11 points out of fourth place. I mean, Jesus, the fall off is horrendous. Oh man, Daniel Levy needs to go, bro. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Well, he does actually. To be fair, he's making hella money for them. You know what I'm saying? He built them state-of-the-art youth program. He built them a state-of-the-art stadium. So I can't really be too pissed off at Daniel Levy. He did what he did for the longevity of Spurs. Yeah, 5.5 years, man. Top four times in a Champions League final, but 0 fucking trophies. How unfortunate, man. Yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It looked crazy to me to have Mourinho taking charge, but now it doesn't really look as crazy anymore, to be honest. So, excuse me. Mourinho does have a house in London, so that kind of makes it, you know what I'm saying? That kind of makes it a plausibility. Now, so they're saying on Sky Sports that Mourinho could become the first manager to win major trophies at 3 different English clubs, because he has a major trophy with Man United and loads of major trophies with fucking Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? So he's only ever coached 2 English sides. So if he coaches a third one and wins a trophy, and everywhere he's gone, he's won trophies. La Liga and Real Madrid, you know what I'm saying? I think not winning the Champions League was a fucking robbery, because that was my favorite team of all time to watch. I keep saying this shit, but that's my favorite team of all time to watch. That Real Madrid, Mourinho's Real Madrid, they were my team, man. Di Maria, huh? Di Maria, motherfucking Mesut Ozil, Khedira, goddamn motherfucking, not just Khedira, what's his name? The ex-Liverpool player. This is gonna kill me. Xabi Alonso, motherfucking Kaka played for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Cristiano Ronaldo, beast. I actually can't remember if Kaka played for Mourinho's one, but because I think he was already on his last legs by that stage. But it's crazy, man. Rafa Benitez is in China. How strange is that, bro? Yeah, so I don't know. I think Pochettino can land a good job, bro. Hopefully he gets a good job, because he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think, bro. I think it's crazy that they're sacking him. I think it's gonna ruin the whole Tottenham thing, but it might also be good for them, because again, they didn't change enough players, because they couldn't really buy players because of the stadium and all that shit. But I think now that if they're able to buy players now, I think they should have really gave Pochettino another year so that he can actually get the players he wants to get, because he never really had, you know what I'm saying? He has like 8 of the same players since 5 years ago. That's crazy amount. Football moves fast. You gotta always remove a few bad eggs and replace them with good ones. But when nobody can leave and nobody can come in, it makes it extremely, extremely difficult to do. You know what I'm saying? So, look. And well, sorry, I just jumped out of bed to do this. Aurier just isn't performing the way he should be. Really, he's okay defensively, but attacking, he's absolutely rubbish, man. Absolutely rubbish attacking, bro. He can't cross the ball. Timing with crossing the ball is terrible. His passing is below average. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with him, bro. They're screwed. They're screwed, bro. On the other hand, let's talk positive, bro. Let's talk positive. Well, actually, more negative. Have you guys heard about that whole motherfucking Charlie's Angel bullshit, bro? Like, yo, okay, so I don't want to come out, fucked up or whatever, but what I want to say is this, right? Okay, so this is how a movie sells, bro, okay? A good ass trailer, right? Okay, wait, let me tell you how not to do a trailer. Let me tell you how not to do a trailer. So imagine, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm going to twist that. Let's say Batman, right? Wasn't the first bad character in the Bat family, right? For comic book nerds, all these people, you know what I'm talking about. Let's say Batman was not the first person let's say Batman was not the first person in the Bat family, right? Let's say before Batman there was a show or a comic book called Batwoman, for example, right? And then then Batman came along, right? Like years after Batman came along, boom, right? Now Batwoman is super successful, super huge, multi-billion-dollar character, and then Batman is like, it does okay, they publish it still, what I'm saying, a few years in the game, it's doing okay, it's surviving, whatever, what I'm saying. And then people are like, oh man, that's an obscure character that could be super interesting, because in the comic, Batwoman is actually pretty okay. Batgirl for me is much better, but Batwoman is okay. So let's say, boom, okay, she pops off Batman is doing okay. So we've switched the roles, right? So Batman is Batwoman and Batwoman is Batman. So aka Batwoman is the more expensive franchise and Batman is not, right? So Batman comes through with a show. They're like, oh, that's gonna be a good obscure show, man. Let's do that. They do that, right? And then in the trailer, right, now we know who the original guy was, right? Okay, so then in the trailer, right, we got Batman, right? He's like, oh, why do women always try to take a man's credit? Hear that? How you can hear that fucked up that sounds, right? Then he pulls up to the Batcave, the Batwoman cave, and he sees some boobies on that motherfucking suit, and is like, yo, and her assistant, Batwoman's assistant, is like, yo, the costume is state of the art, is built absolutely perfect. And he goes, it'd be perfect if it fit a man. How sexist does that sound? Now, wouldn't it make more sense if he said it'd be perfect if it fits me? This is the problem with the Batwoman trailer right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how not to do a trailer. This is why people are upset. This is why people are pissed off, my friend. This is why we're pissed off. It is crazy. It is ludicrous. We are annoyed. Very annoyed. It is insanity. We can't be dealing with that shit, bro. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? How could one even do that, bro? How could one even do that, bro? But that's what it is, man. That's what happened, bro. So, look, I was just like, yo, that trailer, bro, because I was watching the trailer. I was like, damn, this is looking good, man. Why are people complaining in the comment section? Fuck you mean, bro? This is looking good. And then she said one comment. I can't remember what she said. She said some shit about men. Yeah, she was like, oh, men always try to take a woman's credit. The fuck? Fuck you talking about? You taking all this guy's credit to build your show upon. Fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what? Huh? Alright, you know what? That's one measly comment. Let's leave it. And then when she goes, this suit will fit better if it fit a woman. I was like, bruh, that's just too much, bro. All you gotta say is this suit would be better or perfect when it fits me. Then I'll be like, that's a bad ass line. You see how minute of a change you gotta make to make it a good ass line, bro? You know what I'm saying? We ain't hate women. We love women. We appreciate women, bro. Women are the most important people on the planet, bro. Without women, there can't be men. Without women, there can't be other women. Without women, there can't be life, bro. We appreciate women. We value women. They're smart. They're strong. They're independent. Everything. Whatever you want. They're all that. You know what I'm saying? They're the most positive. They do way less fucking crimes. If the world was just full of women, murder will go way down. Motherfucking hate crimes will go way down. All that type of shit will go way down. You know what I'm saying? Crime in general will go way down. The world will be 10 times more peaceful. We understand that. We fucking understand that. We appreciate women for what, for the value that they bring. Some women are more man-like, quote unquote, than others. Others are, you know what I mean? Some girls are more industrious. Some girls are more creative. Some girls have the same variety as guys do. You know what I'm saying? Just they skew in different ways, and this is very important. They skew in different ways, right? So what that means is guys tend to skew towards sports, towards engineering, towards physical, right? Women tend to skew towards like education, teaching, you know what I'm saying, nursing, those type of shit, right? That is just a fact, right? You can look at the world number. That's just how it goes. People have different interests. Men and women's interests skew towards certain directions, right? Now, that does not mean women are not interested in other stuff. They're not interested in sports. It does not mean that. It just means that majority are skewed towards a different direction. Same with guys. It doesn't mean that guys can't be nursing. One of my homies wants to be a nurse, and he working hard as fuck for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of people that do various different things. My friends is a teacher, all that type of shit, right? It skews in different direction. This is very fucking important. You got to pay attention to that shit. It skews in different directions, right? So in the comic book world, it's a male dominated space. It skews towards males because male pay money for this shit. Male make this shit popular. Male are the consumers, the main consumers. This is why Barbie barely sells to guys. You know what I'm talking about? Barbie doesn't give a fuck about guys. Why should it? It shouldn't. You know what I'm talking about? Now, this is important, like, for you guys to realize why certain things flop and certain things succeed. You know what I'm talking about? So, Batwoman, right? The thing is, guys, comic book guys are very accepting of new characters. Brand new characters with brand new names, with brand new identities. It doesn't matter what race they are. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what height they are. It doesn't matter what sex they are. If they're a brand new character, they look interesting, comic book guys will jump over that shit and check it out. Period. Right? This is key. Now, if the character is a rehashed version of one of their favorite characters, you can understand why they might be annoyed. Now, when Miles Morales first came out, I was one of the people defending Miles Morales, but my reason for defending Miles Morales wasn't because they didn't rehash Peter Parker. My defense was that it's an alternative universe. It's not in the main storyline, which it wasn't at the time. It's not disturbing anything. It's not touching anything, right? And for real comic book readers, they know that Marvel always does this thing, the Ultimate Edition of comics, where they change a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Magneto could be good. They do some crazy shit. This is what they do. That's what the Ultimate comic does. It's like a what if. It just gives you a different version of what the story is. So really, it doesn't matter what happens in that version. It's either a good story, a good rehashing, or a bad rehashing. And who cares? It's only like 12 issues and it's done. The Ultimate Edition is done. It happens every few years. It's always been that way. So I defended Miles Morales, not because he's black. I'm black too. Not because of that. Not because I didn't understand why people would be annoyed. I was just like, you guys are misconstruing what actually occurred. Because a lot of people, they watch the movie, right? Never read the comics, so they don't understand about the Ultimate Edition of comics. They don't understand that alternative universe exists. They don't understand how that shit works, right? They don't understand that this is just a mini series that happens completely outside of the continuation of the main world, right? So it's like they just don't get that. If you don't know comics, you probably don't get what the fuck I'm talking about. But it makes sense in the comic world. It's not something people should really be pissed off about, because again, they do all type of crazy shit within this world, right? So boom, in that world they make Miles Morales, right? All the controversy raises and goes crazy, you know what I'm saying? And for that one, I completely understand why people are defending it. You know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, this is stupid. Peter is not even dead, bro. This is a different universe. Peter's comic is still dropping weekly on 616. This ain't even 616, and this shit finishes in like 12 issues. What are you tripping about? You know what I'm talking about? So that was the case, and it made sense for, I think the people that were pissed off or going crazy simply lacked that understanding of what the fuck was happening and were just being outraged for the sake of being outraged. Now, however, if this had happened in the 616, I would 1000% understand them. I would 1000% understand why they were pissed off. I would 1000% agree with them and be like, yeah, this is some motherfucking bullshit. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? You know, talking about, I would be, bro. But that wasn't the case, so I wasn't pissed off. Now, let's talk about Charlie's Angel, bro. First of all, Lucy Liu was popping back in the days. Does anybody remember that? Lucy Liu was popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lucy Liu was popping. She was in every action flick. Everybody knew who Lucy Liu was. She was hot. Everything, bro. Right? So this is very, very important because this is why Charlie's Angel worked back then. Right, this is why Charlie's Angel worked back then, and I don't even know if it worked that well back then, because all I know is I liked that movie back then, and I enjoyed it and I watched it. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. Now the box office did like 200 million. You know what I'm saying? That's not horrendous. I think for back then as well, 2000, which if you do them fucking maths and inflation, all that shit, is probably much higher. It's probably like 400 million or some shit. It did pretty well. Now, what a lot of people may not realize is, right, that cast was fucking powerful, bro, right? So they had Cameron Diaz. She was popping, bro. She was popping, bro. Lucy Liu, popping, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So, and then they had Bill Murray. Everybody know, I hope everybody knows who Bill Murray is, right? And then, who's the guy that was again, Hey Charlie? I think they made a remake after, right, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I'm missing an actor here, bro. Wait a minute. Let me look at the trailer real quick, because I really feel like I'm missing an actor. Okay, so the original one had Bill Murray as the guy, because I think I remember the other version that had um it was part two. So in part two, I think it was somebody else, right? That actually, because I've watched both of them. I'm just trying to think because I was super fucking young when I watched it. Yes, it had Bernie Mac in two. So two was still popping. You know what I'm saying? It did actually a little bit better than one. In terms of numbers, it did 259 million, and the first one did it did a little bit worse. Sorry, the first one did 264 million. So Bernie Mac, blah blah blah. The cast was pretty strong, right? So it worked. Now it wasn't wow, but it worked, right? Now, first of all, is that even if I'm a businessman, right? Is that even something worth remaking, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Is that something worth remaking? I'm just wondering, because okay, Men in Black, the first one did 489 million. You know what I'm talking about? I can understand why people might want to remake that. If somebody wanted to redo Kill Bill, I can understand why somebody may want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Those are big movies, right? Bad Boys, I can understand if somebody want to remake that. You know what I'm saying? Now, it actually had a pretty okay box office, the first one. You know what I'm saying? It actually only had Bad Boys only did like 1 something million. And even the second one did a lot better. The second one did like twice as good with 273 million. Again, that's not something I'd remake. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, that's not something I'd remake. But look, it had top class talent, and I can understand why somebody would want to remake, but that's not something I'd remake. If I was to do it, I wouldn't remake it. I know now nostalgia has driven the stock of Bad Boys up way, way higher, because a lot of people watched it outside the cinema, watched it just regularly, and I think cinema culture died out for a few years and it's coming back. But Charlie's Angel, that's not something I saw in the cinema or ever cared to see in the cinema. Bad Boys, not something I saw in the cinema or ever cared to see in the cinema. But now I would, because I like Bad Boys. Now Charlie's Angels, I don't know. It's not a movie that I care about. There's no character. Who name the 3 angels, bro? Can you just name off the top of your head? Can you just name the 3 angels? Yeah, exactly. But you can name Lucy Liu. You can name Charlize Theron, right? You can name those guys because you know who they are. I don't even know who the third actress is, bro. I don't know her name. You know what I'm talking about? I really have no clue what her name is. Bruh. The only thing I know is Cameron, and her name is supposedly Kelly Lynch or some shit. Not a clue. Not a clue who that is. You know what I'm saying? Now then, the new Charlize Theron, Angels. I keep saying Theron because, hey, shout out Charlize Theron, bro. The new one, the new cast, right? So let me just see who the fuck is in this movie, bro. Because I ain't even see the trailer. I ain't even care, bro. It's Kristen Stewart. I mean, she's kind of popping, but since Twilight, nobody really fucks with her because what she did, to Stewart, to her ex, the new Batman, cheating on him with a fucking director, that lowered her stock way down. Nobody really gave a fuck about her since then. And Jacqueline Smith, I don't even know who that is, bro. Elizabeth Banks, I know she was in Spider-Man or some shit, right? Naomi Scott, now she's looking good and all, but I don't know who the hell that is. Drew Barrymore, I don't know who that is either. Ella Balinska, don't know who that is, also looking gorgeous, but have no clue who these guys are, right? Now, Cameron Diaz is actually in the movie, so that's interesting. Lucy Liu is also in the movie. Oh, is this going backwards now? Yeah, why do they keep saying Charlize Theron when it's fucking Cameron Diaz? I'm so stupid. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's showing me the old cast as well. But yeah, the new cast anyway. As you can see, bro, it's just not. It's nothing to be interested about, bro. And then it's also super girl power. And then the director was like, if you don't like this movie, you hate women type shit. Why would I even want to go watch that movie now? You know what I'm saying? If anything I say is going to be considered bigoted just for me not liking a movie, if it's not a good movie, it's not a fucking good movie. Deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to make some good ass movie. You know Star Wars why it's flopping, bro? You know why? Because they decided to make a Super Mary suit, right? And then they teased us with a main black character, which got the black culture popping. Niggas didn't even give a fuck about Star Wars like that. Like, I'm not talking about super nerds, but like regular niggas didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm a super black nerd, so like obviously I give a fuck regardless. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas in general, like I had niggas like, yo, bro, do you see that new Star Wars trailer, bro? You know what I'm saying? That shit looking fire, bro. I saw my nigga. They didn't even know who that is. I knew who John Boyega was because I watched Attack on the Block. That's actually the main reason why. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, never really was. The main reason I wanted to watch is because I watched him on Attack the Block. I really liked Attack the Block, and I watched it years ago, and I was like, oh damn, that's him, man. He's popping now, finally. You know, I was so proud. I was like, damn, I gotta go watch this. I gotta go support my bro. I pull up to the cinema, hella excited, bro. See all the trailers, John Boyega, covers of the trailers, everything, John Boyega. Pull up to the motherfucking movie, watch the movie. It's like getting a trailer for, like, I don't know, let's say Avengers, right? And in the whole trailer, right, you see Ant-Man. And you're a huge Ant-Man fan, for example, right? Or Iron Man, right? You're a big Iron Man fan, whatever it is. Let's see a character maybe you don't know. Let's say Avengers 5, right, with all the new characters. Let's say by that time we know more about, I don't want to say Spider-Man because it's too popular. I'm just saying, let's say a new character is revealed, right? A character from that nobody knows, right? A brand new character, and this character completely dominates the trailer, right? I'm gonna just say Blade because Blade isn't done yet, right? Let's say Avengers Infinity War or whatever teased Blade, and the whole trailer, right? Oh, the first Avengers. Let's not even say Avengers Infinity War. The first Avengers after they've done a few movies, whatever. The first Avengers reboot that's coming, let's say movie 5, whatever. And we don't know about phase 5 or phase 4 or phase 5 at all, right? We know nothing about it. And all you see is Blade in the trailers. You're like, damn. Or some guy that looks interesting that nobody has ever heard of, but he looks super interesting. Like, damn, who's that character? Bro, that character is lit, man. They just made their own character. Damn, that guy looking fire. Every trailer you see, that's the motherfucker you see in the trailer, bro. All the action, all the speeches, all that shit. You get a few teasers of, you know, Ant-Man, a few teasers of, like, some other guy, a few teasers. Ooh, okay. Let me give a better example. I'll give a horrible ass example. Young Avengers. Right? Let's say Young Avengers. That's the trailer, right? So most people outside comic world just don't know who Young Avengers are, right? So, okay, perfect, right? So then the whole trailer focuses on Eli, right? Shout out to my boy Eli. That's Patriot, right? Whole trailer focuses on Patriot here, Patriot there. You like, ooh, damn, god damn, whoo, shit, swag, all that shit. And you get a little snippet of Hot Girl, you get a little snippet of like this, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Monica Rambeau, all that shit. You get little snippets, boom, boom. But it's all about Patriot / Eli, right? So then you go to the movie. So you like, damn, bro, that Eli dude look cool as hell. Imagine you're not cultured into comics and all that shit. You don't know this character, whether it's black, whatever. You just seem interested in that character. You're like, damn, I finna go watch this movie. You pull up to the motherfucking cinema, right? You pull up to the motherfucking cinema and you watching. Okay, so, okay. Who this guy? Okay. Oh, that's Hot Girl. Okay. Hey, that's my guy. Shit, gang. You happy, right? Ooh, he's in the scene. Ooh, he's doing nothing. He's pretty weak, man. God damn. He was looking kind of badass in these trailers, man. God damn. Oh, damn. Oh, she saved him again. Oh, dang, she did it again. Wait, isn't he supposed to be a fully trained, like, ultra warrior? And she's just some random person that lives out in the fucking, I don't know, like a barren land? How is she beating his ass, bro? How? Oh, because women. Okay, I get it. No, wait, what? Okay, I know he's gonna fight the main villain. I saw this shit in the trailer. I can't wait. Oh, damn, he got his ass handed that quick? Wait, she's not trained, bro. How is she doing this? What the fuck? She never trained in a movie. How is she? Oh, she okay, she kind of won, I guess. That's the movie? I'm not really interested in the second one, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really interested in the second one. Okay, you know what? I'm sure the second one he's going to be badass. The trailer pops up in the second one. The cover of the trailer is again Patriot, the black guy, Eli, whatever. You like, damn, my nigga. They going to do him justice this time. You go through the trailer. He's not even in a single scene. Right? Or he's like there for like one split second. But all the covers of all the trailers has him on it. Only him like, yo, B, I'm the main character, bro. Since when does a trailer focus on, like, have the cover picture as some other character that's barely relevant? Cause let's face it, my nigga barely relevant in a motherfucker. So that shit annoyed me personally. I don't know how many people are annoyed. I'm just telling you I'm just telling you my pet peeves and why I can understand other people being a little bit annoyed about this whole motherfucking, fiasco that be happening with like Batwoman, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trailers tell you a lot. How can you expect us to watch the Batwoman trailer after a bullshit ass trailer? You know what I'm saying? How can you? How can you expect Star Wars to succeed if you made a fucking Mary Sue and you bullshitted us through I don't know how many movies? And you wonder why shit is flopping. Okay, boomer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boomer, you do you. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know, man. I'm just ranting out here. I'm just annoyed. I was started out from football. Now I'm talking about movies, man. I'm done out here, bro. Look, I hope you guys get what the fuck I'm talking about. Movies flop, right? Because of false promises, because of motherfucking terrible trailers, because of already barely succeeding franchise. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, a Spider-Man movies, obviously, she was complaining about Spider-Man. Spider-Man sells millions of comics every year, millions and millions of toys every year, multi-billion just off toys, bro. Has a bunch of TV shows, is fucking popping, bro. Of course, when a movie hits the cinema, that shit gonna pop, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a band, right, that be dropping motherfucking hit record after hit record, right, versus a band that ain't drop a hit record really ever, right, but dropped a really kind of successful record 10 years ago, and then you dropping a new album versus the guy who's been popping for the past 10 years. Obviously, people gonna be excited about the motherfucker that's been popping, still killing it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, unless that shit is like, again, Star Wars scenario where it's like, they was super popping, then they disbanded, and then they came back and they promised us this crazy new member who was looking lit, right? And then they came true and started playing. They went from a rock band to a rap band, or a rap band to a rock band. They did some crazy stupid change, right? Rock and rap actually go pretty well together. So they became EDM. They went from like rock to EDM, or from like fucking rap to EDM or some shit. And then all the core fan base like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? You in the motherfucking teaser, your comeback teaser, you have rap music. How come now you out here with motherfucking EDM, bro? What the fuck you doing? We don't care. You know what I'm saying? And then you be complaining about people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying no more. I'm out of here. It's your boy Super Mature.